806-605-4420 or Sam on 0802-826-9391. Abba International Trade Fair. Be a part of it.
Yoruba is Baranda. Then Igbo, also Afia. Then in English, Aprikuma.
Some people can come into the market without any help. They will come and start helping people to source what they want, and then they get some commission.
Me money, I no get time to the price. Transfer or cash, I no come here for advice.
Join me every weekday on the Afia Business Morning as we bring to you a trilogy of business segments. The opening bell where we see activities from our select stock exchanges. The global business where we bring you up to speed on business activities, making the rounds all over the world. And we bring the conversation home on the segment Eastern Business Reports as we discuss business activities and issues bedeviling businesses in the Southeast region. My name is Ubon Kings. Join the Afia Business Morning every weekday 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Exclusive to Afia TV on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17. The Afia Business Morning. Business unusual.
It's good to have you rejoin us. This is the Eastern Business Report, which is designed to bring you up to speed on business activities, policies, and other things affecting businesses and the economy of the southeastern region of Nigeria. It usually comes right after global business on the Afia Business Morning. And on today's edition of the Eastern Business Report, we will be looking at, insufficient filling stations, which is slowing down the federal government's CNG project, right? Now, the Nigerian government's push for the utilization of compressed natural gas, CNG, as a cheaper and cleaner alternative to fuel is being challenged by the lack of sufficient filling stations. The CNG initiative has, in recent months, gained a whole lot of traction as many motorists continue to convert their cars in response to the high cost of petrol in the country. However, Many Nigerians have described the difficulty in getting their cars refueled as moving from fry pan to fire. The federal government in July 2024 commissioned 6 refueling stations to serve residents of Abuja. It also commissioned others in Lagos State. However, these stations have become inadequate as motorists drive long distances before getting to these stations. In some other areas, CNG fueling stations cannot be found. Now, all of these issues and more will form the basis of our conversation this morning. My name is Ubong Kings. Welcome. All right, joining me on this conversation on insufficient filling stations, slowing down federal government's CNG project is none other than Engineer Emeja Charles Chukwukadibia, who is the Southeast representative of Auto Gas Nigeria Limited. How are you?
I'm good.
It's good to have you join us again.
Thank you very much.
Yes, before we get into this conversation, I was opportune to see a particular video lifted from NNPCL YouTube channel, and they took out the time to tell us where they're going to be having daughter stations and filling stations, CNG daughter filling stations and CNG main stations in the country. But this is coming off the fact that clearly it appears that we don't have enough of those filling stations. Let's see that report. When we come back, we'll start this conversation. Please, let's take a look at it.
Compressed natural gas is cost-effective, burns cleaner than liquid fuels, and non-corrosive. It is environmentally friendly and lighter than air, which makes it safe even during leakage. It requires low operational costs for potential retailers, and the gas is cased in safe and sturdy cylinders. With Nigeria boasting Africa's largest gas reserve, a constant supply of natural gas for compression is guaranteed.
Vehicles that use CNG, the beautiful thing is they are actually a dual fuel system. They can run on any available fuel. They can switch from this to that with the push of a button. But it is profitable and people rather run on CNG because it saves them over 60% of running their vehicles.
Its footprint towards a sustainable and greener future continues to spread. Today, NNPC Limited, through its retail arm, NNPC Retail Limited, will be commissioning 6 CNG stations across Abuja, located in Sector Center C District, Gaduwa, Gwagwalada, Dutsebwari, Deidei, and Olusegun Obasanjo Way. NNPC Limited, through its subsidiary, Nigeria Gas Marketing Limited, and partner, Nipco Gas Limited, will be commissioning 6 CNG auto gas stations across Lagos State and Abuja, located along the Abuja Airport Road and Kubwa. In Lagos, it will be commissioning auto CNG stations on Lateef Jakonde Road, Agidingbi, Ikeja, Lagos, Challenge Bus Stop, Mushin, Lagos, Malu Road, Apapa, Lagos, and Shongotedo along Lekki Ekpe Expressway in Lagos State. NNPC Gas Marketing Limited and its partner, Nipco Gas Limited, will be constructing a CNG mother station at Lekki, Lagos, with daily dispensing capacity of 400,000 SCM of CNG per day. A CNG mother station at Ore, Ondo State, with daily dispensing capacity of 400,000 SCM of CNG per day. A CNG mother station at Warri, Delta State, with daily dispensing capacity of 400,000 SCM of CNG per day. A CNG daughter booster station at Tungemaje, Abuja, with daily dispensing capacity of 15,000 SCM of CNG per day. A CNG daughter booster station at Lugbe, Abuja, with daily dispensing capacity of 15,000 SCM of CNG per day. And a CNG daughter booster station at Madala Junction, Abuja, with daily dispensing capacity of 15,000 SCM of CNG per day. For NNPC Limited, there is no backing down in its mission to provide a safe, sufficient, sustainable, and cleaner fuel for Nigerians.
There you have it. And despite all of those mother stations, daughter stations, and other kind of stations, there's still a call for more filling stations, CNG filling stations. Now, let me get to you. What are your thoughts, really?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Obong. Thank you for having me one more time. Actually, there has been insufficient CNG petrol stations across the country, and the federal government has been doing a whole lot. You know, when the federal government said they would be building petrol stations across the country, we didn't expect it to be like a flash. It was going to be a process, because even before getting a motor station in a state, a petrol station, there has to be a motor station to make it effective, because these petrol stations are being powered, are being fueled from the motor stations themselves. And I think what this federal government meant and what they've been doing so far is kind of they've been designed in such a way that they accommodate a private sector partnership when it comes to these modern data filling stations. They've been encouraging and bringing people into it. Like the video display, we could see NIPCO as part of as a partner with it. NIPCO is a private business, and one thing we should know, like when you're in Lagos State and in Abuja, you see a whole lot of private sectors involved when it comes to CNG. What the government has done so far has been creating CNG-friendly policies to make investors, to woo investors into the sector. Like as we're talking right now, we already have a CNG mobile unit here in Enugu State, and it was done by a private individual, a private sector that was able to tap into this opportunity presented by CNG. Like I said in my last visit, CNG has a very broad value chain, and it's all about finding a way to tap into these opportunities. And what the government has done so far is creating CNG-friendly policies in accommodating these. Like from what we say here, we have like 6 CNG stations in Abuja. But right now, I think we have like 8 or more of that, because we're having some private investors stepping into it as well too. In Kogi State, Autogas Nigeria is partnering with Kogi State government in setting up a daughter and a mother station in Kogi State. And that's the private sector tapping into the opportunity as well too. Something similar, Autogas is replicating in Delta State as well too. You understand? Being able to step into these opportunities. In Enugu State, we have Greenville as well too, building a mother station already in Enugu State. So these are private sectors tapping into this opportunity to fill into it. And I love this opportunity to encourage people as well to, especially from the south and eastern region, to tap into this opportunities being presented as well. A lot of CNG data stations are actually being required. We don't expect the government to come in a state and build like 5 or 8 stations across the entire state. No, just like we have multiple filling stations around, which are run by individuals. This is what is expected to be replicated when it comes to the CNG data stations. Private investments in these areas and make this available. The raw materials are here, the gas is available within the country, the mother stations are available here, we can source this from. So we need private sectors to come in, set these things up. Right now, we actually do recommend what we call the MRU, like what happening, we call it the mobile refilling unit, which means it's movable.
Oh, it is?
It's movable, yeah. And it's well contained. So if you drop it here today, all you just need is the adequate licensing from the state government to drop them in various locations where you did them dream job. And these licenses are made easy for people that are ready to venture into this business and help a greater outreach for these stations around the state.
Now, do you think, because clearly from what you said, I've noticed something, that there's a whole lot of more permeation in Lagos, Abuja, and some other parts of the country, but not so much in the southeast. What would you blame? I mean, what you going to blame it on?
I blame it primarily on the lack of awareness. And I would say lack of awareness because in the southeast, we don't seem to be able to be tapping into some various opportunities. And I think the state government as well too would have to step into it in creating a sensitizing citizens within the states or within the region and creating awareness. There are a lot of challenges going from safety to a whole lot within the southeast. But I think the state government should start. Like now, as I'm talking about the mother stations in Enugu State, The awareness is not even there. Most people in the state don't know
what it is about.
Know
yes.
The state government is already doing something about that,
right.
about having a data station within the state. Some people in the state doesn't even know we still have a data station existing already, which someone has invested already in the state. So there should be a sensitization, and when the sensitizations are out there, the benefits are being exposed to the citizens as well too. You know, one of the benefits that when it comes to CNG, that one of the CNG-friendly policies the federal government has been able to make when it comes to CNG has been in the area of importation of these conversion kits. And this is something that down here within the southeastern region, we aren't aware of this. Like, for instance, the federal government on inception, just immediately after the president removed the fuel subsidy, there was
this whole meeting affects the integration, or better still, affects the policy, the federal government CNG policy in the country.
Okay. Last week precisely, last week we had our first of a kind. It was the first training, conversion training in River State.
Okay.
Yeah, we had an on-ground conversion of a cross-tour from fuel to CNG, and we had some participants which they were interested, and the turnout was really very encouraging, and the awareness was really out there, and it took us to the next phase as well in River State. We were able to have the coordinator for PCING present at the workshop during the training, and we had a lot of conversation which were productive. And the next phase which we are looking at is being able to, with his help, we're able to set up, get across to a couple of auto workshops where we can guide them to meet up specific requirements and get these auto workshops accredited as conversion centers within the state. So by so doing, we intend to have more workshops within the state so that more conversions can be done. And part of the benefit that comes with it is, like I just said, one of the friendly policies again from the federal government, which they've been doing so far, is the kind of there's 100% subsidy for conversion kits for those in the commercial sector, commercial sectors alone. But those private sectors, you buy your kits yourself, and these kits range from 1.2, 1.3 upwards, depending on the tank size and cylinder and other things you want to do. Now, the federal government is giving this 100% free. How is it designed? It's designed in such a way that the federal government releases these kits to these conversion centers. Now, they get these vehicle owners that are registered with NIOT.
Of course, we expand definitely, starting with Port Harcourt, River State to southeast, south rather. Now, the question really is, what about the southeast? Because hold on quickly. Because one of the key things that you just mentioned was conversion centers, right? And I don't know whether we have any here. If we do, how many? Number two, is there a possibility to have a CNG filling station that also handles conversion?
Okay.
Those are issues, right? Because quite a number of businessmen listening, watching, like, okay, it's like killing two birds with one stone. Yeah. Is there a possibility?
Yeah, there's a possibility of having a CNG station and a CNG conversion station. Though there are different regulatory bodies.
Okay, for both of them.
Both of them.
Okay. Okay.
When you're having a CNG station, for it to be commissioned, I think you have to work with the Nigeria Ministry and downstream regulatory system for approval and other things. Then, if you're going for a conversion center, conversion workshop, you need the PCING, the NADDC for accreditation of those conversion centers and other things as well. So, unlike what we're doing for the Southeast region, just after the River State, we are liaising the zonal coordinator for Presidential CNG Initiative South East Zone will be visiting Enugu states, let's say in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, so we can commence from where we stopped our last engagement, And part of it as well too would be kind of reaching out to a few auto workshops, setting up the standards, getting it up to date, and then seeing what's necessary to get them accredited as conversion centers as well too, and most likely commence conversion trainings as well too, and there would be a training on conversion in Enugu State within this month on CNG. I don't have the date now, but before this interview runs up, I'll get the date.
Okay, great.
Yeah, in Enugu. Yeah.
Great. So quickly, because of the want of time or the lack of time, what are your last words, or not last word, the words that you're going to tell Ndi Enugu specifically with reference to this project? Because already we look like we're backward. I mean, a lot of persons are moving ahead. We look as if we're trailing behind.
Yeah. For Enugu people, I would say the time is now. First of all, when we talk about CNG, I'd love to use the opportunity to introduce CNG to us in a broader concept. Let's not just see it as an auto gas for vehicle. No, CNG is an alternative energy source. Let's see it as an alternative energy source. For those in business, not just converting your vehicles to CNG, you convert your generators as well to CNG. If you're saving 60% from the use of a fuel in a vehicle, you can save 60% from the use of diesel as well too, from generators, saving more for your companies as well too. So let's see CNG as an alternative energy source when Nigeria itself is in dire need of alternative energy. Now we have a solution, a cheaper energy for us. Then let's embrace this. Let's look at the opportunities. Let's look at what the state government is doing so far and queue into these opportunities and tap into it. Those that can go into the kits, I would encourage you. Those that can go into various conversion centers, that would be awesome. And those that can go into these MRUs, mobile refueling stations, awesome. And collectively, I think what the state government is doing and private sector coming into it, then holistically we'll get Enugu on the right track.
Beautiful place to live. Thank you so much, engineer. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you for your thoughts. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, very well. You can share your thoughts with me. Drop off a comment or two on our dedicated Afia Business YouTube channel. Kindly type in the search bar www.youtube.com/Afia Business. And while you're there, do well to hit the like button. Remember, you should subscribe so you get notifications on all business-related content coming to you from Afia TV. And while you're there, remember you can join us on socials, Instagram very specifically with the handle at Afia Business _. Do well to follow us there to be part of our social media community. And this will be the size of the package today on the Eastern Business Report. Coming up next is Onya Afia. My name is Ubong Kings. Stay tuned.